In Ivory Coast, thousands of smallholders earn a living growing cocoa. Among them are 500 farmers who produce cocoa beans for Chocolat Frey. The cocoa beans from West Africa have to travel a long way before they can be turned into the finest chocolate creations in Switzerland. The colorful cocoa pods are harvested twice a year. The fruits grow directly on the trunks of the trees that are between 4 and 6 meters tall. Farmers carefully cut off the individual pods. An individual cocoa tree can produce between 50 and 150 pods within 6 months. The freshly harvested fruits are opened and potted on the plantation itself. Using the right technique, the beans and the white pulp surrounding them can easily be removed from the hard cocoa shell. Farmers help each other to speed up the work. The freshly potted beans are piled onto banana leaves and covered for a few days, which is when the beans start to ferment. During the fermentation process, the beans lose their bitter taste and develop their aromatic flavors. The germ bud in the bean dies back. The fermented beans have a water content of almost 60% at this point. This is too high for them to be stored and transported. To prevent the beans from spoiling while they're on their ways to the processing countries, they are dried in the sun in the village. This considerably improves their storage life and develops the cocoa flavor. The dark brown beans are now packed into 60 to 70 kilogram jute bags and sold to the Nakayo Cooperative. The bags are transported to the Cooperative's depot on sometimes almost impassable roads. There, the beans are tested for their quality and moisture content, and, if necessary, again dried in the sun. This is when the farmers receive payment for the beans they have delivered. When the depot is full, a truck collects the beans and brings them to the exporter's warehouse close to the port. Beans from many different cocoa producers arrive here and are prepared for export. The quality of the beans is checked again, and they are filled into standardized, labeled export bags. Almost all of Ivory Coast's cocoa exports are shipped from the port of San Pedro. Dozens of containers are loaded here every day and shipped all over the world.